So you may have heard that the city of Edmonton is renewing its zoning bylaws. They are trying to increase density within the city so that you have a much more concentrated tax base to help pay for public transportation and roads. And they're also helping to keep the city affordable as we move from a city of 1 million to 2 million people, so we don't run into big price crunches like they're seeing in Toronto and Vancouver. There is a public hearing coming up on October 16th at City Hall. So I thought I'd take this chance to sort of run through at a very high level some of the changes that you might be seeing under the new zoning bylaws. For one thing, the zoning bylaws are going to be simplified greatly. They're going to be going from 16 different residential zones to 6, and they're going to eliminate the mature neighborhood overlay, which is a separate set of zoning restrictions that are applied to the older housing stock within the Anthony Henday Drive perimeter. So let's just briefly look at some of the changes you might see in the neighborhood under the new zoning laws compared to what is possible now. Right now, the most common residential zone is RF1. And for a typical 15 by 40 lot in an RF1 zone, you can build up to 4 units. Generally, that's going to look like a duplex or 2 semi-detached homes with basement suites, or perhaps a subdivided lot with 2 separate skinny homes with basement suites. Under the proposed new bylaws, the most common residential zone is going to be called RS, or small scale residential, and you're going to be allowed up to 8 units on one lot. They're going to accomplish that by, first of all, increasing the area of the lot that can be used for buildings almost 20% to 47% from the current 40%. They're also going to increase the maximum height that you can build from 8.9 meters, which is the current maximum in the mature neighborhood overlay, to 10.5 meters, which essentially means that you can build a 3-story home in RS zoning now. In addition, they're going to allow you to build up to 8 units on a lot as long as you have 75 square meters per residence that you hope to build on a particular lot. So for a 15 meter by 40 meter lot, that's 600 square meters, you can build 8. 75 square meters times 8 is 600 square meters. They're also going to allow more flexibility of what you can build on a lot. So here's a couple examples of buildings you might see in the future that are not currently allowed. They're planning on allowing row housing. So in this example, you've got 4 separate townhouses with basement suites, and that's going to give you 8 separate residences on one lot. They're also allowing small apartment buildings. Again, as long as the building doesn't take up more than 47% of the lot, you'll be allowed to build a small apartment building that has 8 units in it. They're also planning to loosen up the restrictions on home-based businesses, as well as small commercial buildings within residential areas. Hopefully trying to make the neighborhoods more walkable so you don't have to drive everywhere to get your errands done. So this is just barely scratching the surface for some of the changes that are happening with this zoning bylaw renewal. And I encourage you to take a look at the link below if you want more information. There's a ton of information online. I also encourage you to go check out the public hearing at City Hall on October 16th. You can either attend that in person or online as well. Thank you very much for watching. And if you found this information useful, I do hope you'll like it or subscribe. Thanks so much.